Hello, my name is Angeline Loom and I'm going to give you a tutorial on Google Forms for the AEP 800 course. What is Google Forms? It's a Google app that can be utilized for free with a Gmail account. It can be reused for different classes or different populations of people. It can be available for as long as the creator wants it to be. And it can be used for many purposes, like surveys, quizzes, and reflections. Who should use Google Forms? Teachers and administrators. The ISTE standards that I'll be utilizing in this presentation will be administrators A4. Educational administrators provide digital age leadership and management to continuously improve the organization through effective use of information and technology resources. In this case, when administrators use Google Form, they can use it as a survey to collect data amongst different populations, whether it's within the community or within the students' population or with teachers. The other standard will be Teachers T3.A, demonstrates fluency in technology systems and the transfer of current knowledge to new technologies and situations. Once again, they're going to be using Google Form as a way to engage students in collecting data or to help them figure out where students are in certain areas, and they can utilize this tool throughout the school year. In order to access Google Forms, you will need to sign into your Google account. So if you open up a Chrome browser, you can sign into your Google account with your Gmail and your password. Once you get there, on the left-hand corner, you will see the 9 little squares. Once you go there, you are going to go down to where it says Even More from Google. Click on that. Once it loads through, you're going to actually scroll down all the way to where it says Home and Office. And right there, you will see Forms in the left column. You will click on that. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I've already created, it will show up something similar to this. So I've created a Google form already. On the left-hand side, normally it will say Untitled, and you can type in any type of title, and I can put quiz here if I like, and it will change the name, the quiz name here will change right here to where the title was in the middle of the quiz or survey that you like to do. Now in this case, I was actually going to do a quick survey, so I'm going to change it back to survey. On the left hand side, I'm going to show you what these icons mean. The first icon here is basically your layout, how it's going to look like. You can go with solid colors. I happen to choose a picture, so if I click on this icon, I will see various different type of themes, and I can select from there. As you can see, I already chose one. Here, this eye is going to be a preview of your survey if you would like to see it after you finished it. The preview shows you exactly what the people will see when they take the survey. Settings will give you various options that you can click on and off. Send is when you can send it to other people to take the survey, the quiz, or the test that you like them to take. In this case, you can either give it to them by email or by link. Now, if you want, this link is quite long and complicated, so you can shorten the URL by clicking this button, and it will shorten down to a nice, simple one, and you can put this on the board for students just to type in and get to the survey quickly, and same goes for administrators as well. Here on the right hand side with the 3 squares, these are just other various things you can do. Now if you want to add another person to have the administrative abilities of this Google form, you can add collaborators and they can go in and utilize this form as well. Now that I've showed you that, let's go towards the center. Now the survey will have untitled here, but because I already put in the title over here on the left hand side, the title changes here. This spot right here normally is the word description, but I already put in a description. So it says to take the survey and submit when complete. Now the first one here was the word question before, but instead of a question, I actually put the word name. Just because sometimes people will like to put down their name to let others know who's actually answering the questions, and sometimes it can be anonymous. It's perfectly fine. Now when I type in name in the question line, on the right here where it says short answer, there's a down drop. I can click on that and choose other various options of how I want the person to select the answer as. In this case, since I want them to write their name, I chose short answer. And over here on the bottom where it says required, you can make it not required, or you can make it requirement. Pretty simple. So then from there, that's done. On the right hand side where this panel is, you'll see 5 different icons. The plus sign tells you that you want to add a question. The TT icon just tells you that you're moving on to the next section. So if you are doing a quiz and you are moving from multiple choice to true and false, this is an icon you will want to utilize. You can add an image to any of your questions. You can add a video to have the person watch for them to actually reflect on if needed right here with YouTube icon. And of course add a section. Once again, it's very similar to this adding title and description, but adding a section means that the viewer only has one section seen, and then in order to see the next section, they'll have to press the next button. So in this case, I've already added a question, and my question was, what's your favorite color? And in my drop down, I actually chose the option of drop down. Now I can choose checkboxes if I wanted them to choose more than one answer, but in this case I wanted them to only choose one. What was their favorite color? So I chose a drop down. I wrote down the options here, and then I can add more if I like, but in this case I just used the primary colors, and I also put it as requirement. Now that I've done that, I can go and preview it. Let's say my survey is all done. I can preview it. It's going to pop up a new screen, and as you can see, all the asterisks will be required parts. So here you can have your name. So I'm going to put just a random name, and I'm going to put a favorite color here, and I'll submit. That's all it is. And then if I go back to my various Google Forms, my other one, I will see that up here in responses, I have 2 responses. So I've already done one before, and just so then I have a little bit more than just one response, as you can see, there's 2 names here and their data, and it goes in various forms. So 50% red and 50% blue. So administrators and teachers can utilize that data very easily just by looking at the responses. The other really awesome aspect here is that you can either do by summary, by individual, you can see what they actually responded as, or you can download the Excel sheet. And when you download the Excel sheet, you just press that little green square that I did, and it will come up in Google's Excel, and it will show you the date in which they, date and time in which they took the survey, their name, and the answers, their responses to each question. So that I thought was really awesome, allowing teachers to utilize Google Forms and administrators to use Google Forms as a form of data collection. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on Google Forms. It's very simple, it's very easy to use, and it doesn't expire. So I hope, if you're an administrator or if you're a teacher, to try to utilize this and see what you think about it. Thank you.